To promote a more efficient financial sector, more modern financial sector, more efficient allocation of resources, interest rates will need to better reflect market forces. Raising the ceiling on interest rates and deposit rates in China will allow Chinese households to earn a higher return on their savings, increasing their income, reducing their need to save, increasing their ability to consume the goods and services of the world, including from the United States. And financial reform will help reduce one of the main advantages China's state-owned enterprises enjoy today in competing with U.S. companies. We have to make sure that we're also investing in reforms, channeling resources into these large state enterprises, while many of China's small and medium-sized enterprises are starved for capital, ultimately hurts the Chinese economy, but it also hurts U.S. companies and workers who compete with Chinese companies. If China's state-owned enterprises want to be treated like commercial enterprises by the rest of the world, then they need to act more like commercial enterprises and rely less on this extensive set of special preferences and subsidies. We've successfully challenged China in the WTO, including most recently a stronger, more market-oriented renminbi, Chinese currency, will help reinforce China's reform objectives of moving towards higher value-added production, reforming its financial system, and encouraging stronger domestic demand growth. It'll provide China the independence and the flexibility it needs to use monetary policy to respond to future changes in growth and inflation. And it'll help the world economy by reducing a source of unfair competition with China's trading partners. The challenges they face looking forward are really, really tough. You know, they have a labor force that's going to stop growing relatively soon, terrible demographics, rising costs for labor, but across the economy as the exchange rate appreciates, and they're still living with an economic structure dominated by the state and a completely state-run financial system. Those are not viable things for a country that hopes to grow sustainably over time. So I think the most important thing for people to understand about China is that what looks strong in China is not as strong as it seems on raw materials, limitations on the distribution of film and other media, and subsidies benefiting its domestic wind power sector.